Hello, welcome to GMJ Hangout. My name is Tayo. Um, you're going to be watching a following video after this short comment that I'm just about to make now. And it's about what to expect in that video. That video has to do about my day trip on the Lagos to Ibadan rail line and back to Lagos. And the reason why I decided to do this vlog on it is for a simple purpose. I am someone who lives in the diaspora, and I have a lot of people that I mix with, and I am also someone who relishes the idea of looking out for the good things that are happening in Nigeria. And I often use Lagos as a landmark. I would stretch myself sometimes into Ogun State because it's a place I can easily get myself into, and I could leave news of the TV stations, and I use that information to do searches to kind of confirm, relate what I heard in the news and what is really on the ground. I use them as examples, just to let people in the diaspora know that Nigeria is really not sleeping. Things are happening in Nigeria. But like I said, I often use Lagos State. And with Lagos State, I've had a lot of things, and I keep having a lot of substance that I can always go on to use as examples. Over time, as you join me on this GMJ Hangout, you'll be seeing some of the contents and the subjects that will be coming out using Lagos as a landmark. Right. Up to a point, I still had a lot of unbelievers on the fact that the Lagos-Ibadan rail line existed. And I think about 4 or 5 years ago, I went to Nigeria, as I would normally do, and I decided I was going to use that as an opportunity to try and track some of the areas that the rail line, passes through, and do a video recording. And I remembered at that very particular time, I interviewed a young guy who said he was like, is he 25 years old? And that he's never seen a moving train in his life. And that was a kind of shock to me. But it made good sense to the content. And also, I was able to track that same rail line to Pakpalanto, and I think that is where it's now called Fumira Somkuti Station. Pakpalanto, I think that is what it's called now. So I did another video content to that, and that had a very good view. And I'm trying to see if I could upload that video and then transfer them to this new YouTube channel. However, I haven't said that. If you're watching this video, when this is done with, if you just exit and you look at where my logo is, the GMG logo, underneath you will see a link of another video channel. If you click on that and then you run down through it, you will see these two powerful videos that I am talking about. So the reason for this, for going on that day trip Lagos to Ibadan, Ibadan back to Lagos, is just to solidify my previous argument that this rail line exists, and this is not a Photoshop from Kenya or Uganda or anything, as people had always made me to know. And whenever I go about bringing out the positive things, listen, I am just tired of hearing everything negative about Nigeria. And we're not helped in any way on this side of the world anyway, because we don't hear the good news. All we hear is the bad. And if all we hear from Nigeria again is the bad news, I'm not saying people don't have the right to say that because it's what they're experiencing. But I just thought, okay, instead of me joining the bandwagon of saying all the negative things, why don't I look for some good things about Nigeria and then start using that as a basis to bring that information into the open? So That's just the main reason behind it. So in this video, before I was able to do it, I did go to that station and I spoke with some of the staff that if I wanted to do a video recording, what do I need to do? They told me I had to go to the headquarters, which is just behind where that station is somewhere, and then speak to the managers there and tell them I wanted to do a video recording, and that I need to get a letter of authority or permit, if you will, and that would allow me to do the video. But because of the time constraints and the things I needed to do, I couldn't fulfill that side of it. So I booked my trip anyway. It was on a first class coach to and fro, and I spoke to the people at the counter like, I want to do this, so what do I need to do? Unfortunately, there was a guy there who I think declares himself to be the SS. I don't know what that means, whether station security, I don't know, but he just said SS. My competition just interpreted that the S, the last S, should be security anyway, because there are a lot of restrictions in terms of taking photographs and recording at various places, especially those stations anyway. So he said that, and he asked me why, and I really respect this guy. If you end up watching this video, I didn't get his name. He's kind of slimish but tall. I think he's quite taller than I am. I'm a short person anyway. So he asked me why, and I told him, look, I have always been trying, to bring the good sides of Nigeria to my compatriots in the diaspora. And I said this very particular line had always been a hard nut for me to crack, because they still believe it doesn't exist and that it's a Photoshop from an African country somewhere. And I just wanted to do this one so that they will see me on the train, they see all the stations, they hear all the stations, and then have no reason to doubt. And also, I just love promoting the good side of Nigeria and all that. So I think that made sense to him. And then he said, oh, well, you're free to record. And I asked if people ask me, because I've been told I need to have a letter. I said, no, just tell them SS said you can do it. So Mr. SS, whoever you are, I don't know your name, but I just want to say thank you very much for giving me that permission to do it. And he did say to me that whatever I wanted to record, I should not record the faces of people that I don't know. And that makes sense to me. Everybody deserves their privacy. Somebody put a camera or a video in front of my face, and I don't know the person, I'll be questioning and I'll be angry. What do you think you're doing? So I wouldn't like to do that to anybody, and it made sense for him to have cautioned me like that. So when you watch this video, there is going to be the absolute realization that I have not taken the shots of most of the interior of the train, because whether I face this way or I face the other way, there are always people left, right, and center, and the coaches were like filled up that first class cabin that I was in. So I had to be very discreet in the way I recorded. So you just will see some snapshots of little bits of places within the train, and if I knew a face is going to come out, I'll try and keep away from it. So that's the way it was. So I just want to pre-warn you that is so. And I wanted to also give you the true feeling that I went through, my experience. So you might just pick up a little bit of audio, or you could hear a lot of noise, or you could see my video shot mostly directed at the window and showing you things. But they were wonderful because I saw Nigeria from a different perspective. So just to let you know in advance that that is what you're going to be coming across. So I just want to say in advance, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll be coming up with more content as time goes on. Thank you. Yours truly, GMG Hanger. Hello, good morning. This is TAYO Dot, Islamic Global Ventures, and the team lead for GMG, the Global Millionaires Group. I'm based in the UK, and I've got affiliations linked to UK, Europe, America, and Canada. The reason I'm making this video recording today is we'll still have some Nigerians who believe that the Lagos Ibadan rail line does not exist. So I decided that on this trip I will be making some recordings with respect to this station, and that is just to prove that Nigeria does have Lagos Ibadan Express train. And I am now at the Ebutemeta station, and now approaching the train, which you can see is waiting down there. So this is just to prove the point that for the unbelievers who think that the Lagos Ibadan first class, yeah. So, by the way, I've got first class tickets to travel. Sorry? Thank you. So, I've got a first class ticket. That is what I'm going to test now and relate to you. Okay, thank you, sir. So I bought the first class ticket. That is 6,000, and on the way back I'm going to try. Okay, I'm going to try the business class and see what happens, and then do a sort of comparison. So folks, if you think there is nothing like the Lagos Ibadan Express train, then you got something new coming up. This is it, and this is exit exit 1, escalator, and the train. These are the coaches. So I'm going to find out where the first class is. Sorry? Sorry? Go and take your right. Right. Thank you. This class? Sorry. Yes? This class. Yes. We're now in the first class cabin. Sorry. Right. Right. I am now seated in the first class coach, and this is my view of the train station. And because I had to take a special permission to record from the SS, and I was told I need to keep it to myself, so not to show other people in my video shoot. So I'm unable to kind of show you what the other bits of the coach looks like, because that would be an invasion of other people's privacy. So you just have to bear with me. This is the view of the station. And this seat is just like being in the aircraft. Let me just show you. This is if you want to eat this is a tray. So, and it's collapsible. Turn it, it goes back in, then you cover it up. So let's see, it's like this. We are now at Johnson Station.
You're welcome on board the Lagos-Ibadan train service. This train is about to depart from Bolaji Johnson Station at Alagomeji, Lagos, and it will be taking us to Bafemi Awolowo Station at Moniya, Ibadan. Our first stop will be at Babatunde Raji Fashola Station at Gege, which will enable us Please, if you are not traveling with this train and you are still on board, please kindly make your exit. To avoid the further spread of COVID-19, it is compulsory that all passengers wear the nose mask throughout the journey. To avoid further spread of COVID-19, it is compulsory that all passengers wear the nose mask throughout the journey. All passengers are to sit on their allocated seats only, and moving around the cabins is not allowed, except to use the convenience which is located at the rear of each coach. For waste disposal, kindly use the waste bin located at the rear of each coach. Please also be informed that we have a nurse on board to attend to medical issues. For any assistance regarding the use of our facilities, kindly approach any of our officials on board. Please sit back and enjoy your trip. And thank you for choosing the Nigerian Railways.
I found that very nourishing and very interesting. You know, that's a very fantastic announcement on this rail service. And that goes to show how things are really moving on in Nigeria anyway. I haven't been to other parts of Nigeria, but using Lagos as a sample, I think this rail line is not bad. It's really not bad. And my understanding is when it's 8 o'clock sharp, 8 on dot, it leaves, so we've got precisely 4 more minutes to go. So I'll see you on the other side and brief you on what that is like in terms of timing, yes? So thanks very much. God bless you. This is T.A. Izeni Global Ventures and leader of the Global Millionaires Group based in the United Kingdom. And also, one of the reasons I decided to go on this trip is because we still have a lot of doubting Nigerians abroad who believe that this line does not exist, that it's some Photoshop images cropped out from Kenya, Uganda, and all that stuff. So I know I have done a documentary on this I think about 4 years ago, that I really just want to do this one, a new one, 2022, to signify and confirm that we, the street service, exists. So this is yours truly again, to the wild dog. See you on the other side. Thank you.